Hi, everybody. My name is Nancy Aborn-Wenneman, and I want to welcome you to our first annual Walk for Thought. We're here in East Hartford on the grounds of the Conover properties at One Commerce Center. And we actually moved here this week because of the torrential and historic rainfall that has occurred. And we actually were going to have our walk at Great River Park, but that park is completely underwater. So here we are today. You can see here behind me, we have about 400 people ready to be registered. We have tens of dozens of volunteers that are helping with our effort today. We said it was going to be rain or shine, and we've certainly had our full share of rain, and we're waiting for the shine. But that is nothing as it compares to the life and the hardship and the struggles of those people that live with acquired and traumatic brain injury every day of their lives. One such family is here representing and sponsoring the event, and that is Ken and Kevin Corneau. Ken Corneau is president of United Steel.
Hi, my name's Ken Corneau from United Steel. We're here for the Walk for Thought today. It's the first walk ever done by the brain injury. There's a lot of support out here today, even though it's raining. It's been raining for 9 days. We couldn't walk on the river because they closed it. But we're here and going to have a good time today. We're here to help the brain injury, make people aware of that they're here for support and leadership to help parents and relatives and brain injury people to find a way to get better education, money, funds, and to get the family together.
Right. You know, people don't think about it as much.
This is my son, Kevin.
I'm sorry, I'm Kevin Corneau. I had a brain injury in '99 in college. I never thought about it, disability, but now just the reading all over again, not knowing your family, anything all over again. But now you see all the people here, like that need help, and we're just trying to help them. You know what I mean?
On this soggy yet very busy and dedicated Saturday afternoon, we're also joined by Charles Lyons. He's the president of the Brain Injury Association of Connecticut. Good afternoon, Charles.
How are you, Nancy?
I'm wonderful, thank you. How are you feeling about the activity going on here today?
It's like a beehive here. It's great. And the partnership with United Steel is really working out great. It's an opportunity for us, of course, to get the word out and tell people what the Brain Injury Association does, and it might help even a little with the fundraising.
Have you seen, in your tenure with the organization, have you ever seen anything like this?
This is by far the first that I've seen. I've been volunteering with them for about 5 years, and this is the biggest event yet.
I'm Maggie Patton, and I'm from Glastonbury, Connecticut. We are here to raise money for Brain Injury Association because we care about the brain injured people.
I'm Julie Peters, and I'm with the Brain Injury Association of Connecticut, located in East Hartford, Connecticut. Today we're having our very first annual Walk for Thought. The Brain Injury Association of Connecticut has been around for over 20 years. We provide help for people who've sustained a brain injury, their families, their caregivers, and we also provide education about how to prevent a brain injury. Each year in Connecticut, over 9,000 of our citizens will sustain a brain injury, but yet many people don't even know what it is. And that's what we're here to do, to tell you about brain injuries.
Hello, I'm Russ, Diane, Jordan, Jared. Never even heard about a brain injury group before. Had an incident in the snow, an anoxic injury, brain loss, memory loss, and I guess it's been a helpful group. We've gone to some of the meetings they've had, and these guys were little when it happened, but good job, all right. And they're getting bigger now, so I guess I never knew they had these kind of things before, so it's supposed to be a good thing, so helps people out, and that's it.
Thanks so much. That's great.
He had a massive heart attack in the snow in 2001, and it's been a long recovery road. A lot of struggles in the marriage, trying to get him back to work with the kids is, dealing with their dad that's different. Dealing with a different person, and it's, we didn't have a death, but it does change your life dramatically. I've had to function in ways that I never thought I would have to as a caregiver and a wife, and it's just been a learning experience for me. Thankful to have gone through it because I've learned a lot, but really wouldn't have to go through it again. So, he just got a full-time job, first job he's had in full-time job in 5 years. Started Tuesday, and we're hoping that it works out. So we just found out about the walk and decided that we're going to ask friends and relatives for sponsorship, and so that's what we did. That's why we're here. I'm thankful to this group, the support groups that they had. I went to quite a few and met really some nice people there that are going through the same thing, pretty much the same exact thing with an brain injury from the heart attack that this other gentleman had, and she was a real good friend to me for support and just encouragement. So,
Good luck. Congratulations on that job. I know it's a hard road.
In Connecticut, the kinds of services that we provide include our helpline. We have a toll-free helpline where families can call when they have any kinds of questions regarding a loved one who may have sustained a brain injury. We have support groups. We have 18 support groups throughout the state of Connecticut where people can rely on each other for support and just someone to talk to who understands what you've been through. We have workshops and conferences and retreats and opportunities to get more education about how to serve people with brain injury. One of our most important things is our weekend retreat for survivors of brain injury, which occurred last month in September. At this event, people who sometimes have no other way to have a vacation can come, spend some time, and just enjoy themselves. This year, over 100 people attended our retreat at Camp Conry, Connecticut. We also have our education, as I mentioned. Prevention is the only cure for a brain injury.
And our original walk today was supposed to be along the Great River Park in East Hartford. It's presently flooded out. It's under 4 feet of water. So we're just having it here around the parking lot today. So that's why I brought the scuba gear. I got the fins and the vest and, of course, my snorkel and goggles. Kind of a little lighthearted moment to walking in the rain today. I'm Ken Dale Jr. I'm a traumatic brain injury survivor from an auto accident in 1991. I've been very fortunate in my recovery process, and I recently decided I want to, because of the fact I've recovered so well, I want to do what I can to help others with brain injury that have not been successful in their recovery. Part of that includes being a co-chair of this event today, the Walk for Thought. We're trying to raise awareness as to the brain injuries in Connecticut and actually across America. This brain injury is known as the silent epidemic because over every 12 seconds, somebody in the United States receives a traumatic brain injury. And that's quite a lot, but you don't hear about it. And another aspect of brain injury is that it's not seen, and people don't understand it. Where somebody has a broken leg or broken arm and they're in a cast, that you can see, that you can understand. You know that there's an injury there. But brain injury you can't see inside the head and you don't know. And they should not be ruled out as not being able to be competent or productive members of society because of that. And I could be an example of that. I'm presently a Justice of Peace in the town I live in. I'm working on my second master's degree post-injury, and I'm on the board of directors for the Brain Injury Association. And I've been quite successful. I've done quite well post-recovery, and I'm here to help others be able to recover as well as they can also. Thanks.
Thank you, Derek.
Hello, I would like to state that this is an organized get-together that we're all supporting together the traumatic brain injured people. This is called the Walk for America or something like that. But it's to support. We're taking whatever funding is given to us, pretty much whatever we find, just to help our strive for perfection.
Very
It's a
nice.
tough road, but perfection is good. Thank you. And I'm sorry, but could I please have your name and your cameraman's name?
I'm Pamela. I'm with Bob Television. That's our cameraman right there behind the camera, Bob TV.
That's Bob? That's pretty high tech. Hello. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Would you like to say something about your participation and how the Brain Injury Association has helped your son?
Oh, absolutely.
And your name is?
Elaine Burns. That's my son, Ryan Cornell. And he was injured 1997, injured in a fall from a fifth-story window. And he's, as you can see, making and has made amazing progress. We needed lots of services. The Brain Injury Association of Connecticut has always helped us. They've advocated with the federal government and with the state to help provide services under an acquired brain injury waiver. And truly without that, our family, I'm not really sure what we would have done, but it would be very hard to have him in the community. He's wonderful, but he needs a lot of support and help, and they've helped us tremendously.
Thank you. That's terrific. My brother's going to be walking too.
Hartford and New Haven. Tyler Cooper is a 70 attorney law firm.
And tell me what you're doing here today.
Our former managing partner actually was in a car accident and suffered from traumatic brain injury and recently passed away. So it's a cause very dear to us. So we've raised just about $800 to donate.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you. Can we? Mama Cornell, look at you. Tell me about, why don't you look in the camera and tell me why you're happy to be here today.
I'm happy to be here to all the trauma brain injury, and what else should we say? It's a great job, and everybody's doing a great job, and we're very happy to be here. And I hope everybody gets better fast.
Thank you. Do you have anything to add to being happy to be here today?
Just happy to be here and glad to be alive.
Education and community are very important to the Brain Injury Association. And joining us is Barbara Nadeau. She is the Director of Education and Community Services for the organization, and she's going to talk more about the importance of the walk and the advocacy and outreach that this means for the brain injury community of Connecticut.
One of the important things that the Brain Injury Association does is try to prevent brain injuries, and getting the message out about brain injuries is one way to do that. The walk is one way we can get the message out. We also go to schools and do presentations for school children, beginning with preschool all the way up through high school, about the importance of wearing helmets, the importance of wearing seatbelts, the importance of making good decisions about things. All those things help people to avoid brain injuries. There's no cure for a brain injury, so the only thing we can do is prevent brain injuries.
The success of this walk actually occurred before today even began. Because of the extensive TV, radio, and newspaper coverage we've had the last couple weeks, the calls to our office from people asking for our help have increased dramatically. And that's really what today's all about. It's not about the money, although the money will really help us. It's about raising awareness of a brain injury and where to go for help. And that you've helped us do. And with that, I'd like to make my first introduction of Nancy Winneman, who's our Fund Development Director. Now, when Nancy walked into my office 7 months ago and announced to me that she was the woman for the job of Fund Development Director, little could I have dreamed how right she'd be. For as those of you know who've had the opportunity to have been solicited by Nancy, you can't say no to Nancy. With her, we raised over $30,000 in sponsorships before today began. So I'll turn it over to Nancy for the rest of today. Thank you. Are you ready to walk for thought? Yeah! I am so thrilled that all of you could be here with us this afternoon. We never dreamed that this
nice turnout. We're also very fortunate to have with us today an author and brain injury survivor whose tale is told not only in Connecticut, but her tale was heard around the world. I want to introduce you to Trisha Meili. She is a Greenwich resident who's here with her husband today, and she is the author of I Am the Central Park Jogger. So please welcome Trish Meili, our honored guest here this afternoon.
Okay. Thank you very much, and no offense against Greenwich, but I'm from Stanford. Well, I can't believe that we're all out here today, but I'm just thinking that we should appreciate the here and now, this moment, and celebrate that it's not raining as much as it has been raining for the last how many days. And I also want to celebrate the Brain Injury Association of Connecticut for bringing us all here today to, make us aware of our possibilities, not our disability. And, we've already heard a bit of some wonderful, wonderful stories about the human spirit through two Kens and Kevin and Chris. And I think we each should hold those stories close to our heart. And they remind me of all the beautifully unique stories I've heard over the last couple of years, and from the people that I've met. And their story may be that of a survivor. Their story may be that of a caregiver. Their story may be that of someone whose passion is to support and encourage programs that help us feel like the Brain Injury Association of Connecticut. And I know that every one of you here today has your own uniquely beautiful story of the power of the human spirit. So whatever brought you here today to be with us in the rain, please know that each one of you is a hero. Each one of you is an inspiration. And each one of you fills me with hope and possibility. So, we all deserve a round of applause. So, let's get to this walk and have a wonderful afternoon and celebrate all that we can do. Thank you.
We have one more ambassador to introduce you to very quickly. We have Ryan Cornell. Ryan, come on over and say hi to everybody real quick. Come on over.
Have a good one. Hello, everybody. I am miserable. Bye-bye.
I'd like to leave you with two thoughts for this Walk for Thought. One is to let this be a continuation of the times that we spend supporting people who have suffered from a brain injury. They need that continuing support. The Brain Injury Association is there for that, but as individuals we have to be there for that also. And the second thing is, think about prevention. Prevention is the only real resource we have at the minute to stop the spread of this problem of brain injury. So whenever you're out or your children are out, make sure you wear a helmet if you're in that kind of a sport. All-terrain vehicles, bicycles, scooters, skiing, wear a helmet. So prevention is the big thing, and that's what we're about also. So without further ado, why don't we kick this walk off and snip the ribbon. Yay!
All right.
I had what they call an AVM. Malformation. Blood vessels that form in your head that aren't supposed to be there. They can be fixed by gluing them. I've been glued twice, by the way.
Running around in the yellow park.
Four or five of them, but that one I like. I got a nice one there.
You make it to finish?
Absolutely. I'm not gonna. Will me give up? No way.
So, what do we do, Ron? Just head on over there?
I'm racing them.
Oh, wait.
Touch the balloons. Good job, Kev.
Something in the brain injury I did damaged half of my brain. I basically lost the whole left side, my arm and leg, used for those. Some eyesight, somewhat, a little bit on my left, somewhat feeling on my whole left side, eye down to my toes. So it's not an easy road. I don't recommend it to anybody.
Well, the first day Kevin walked into therapy, he said, what'd you say, Kev?
I saw you and Sue. I wheeled in there. I did not walk in. I saw Sue and Lee. I said, don't go easy on me. I'm here to work hard and get better.
That's Kevin's motto from the beginning. So we worked a lot on
walking,
getting him up. And so today was a big deal for Kevin. Where you work? I work at Rockville General Hospital Rehab, and Kevin came there after being in the hospital for special care, doing inpatient rehab for a long time. And then he progressed so well, he came to outpatient rehab and has made even more progress. And he's a perfect patient. He works really hard, does whatever you ask him to do. Gives 110% to everything, and that's why he's gotten so much better. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
Look, the sun's coming out now.